Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today, which is introducing you to our new feature, BigTime Wallet. We're super excited about this one. We've been waiting a while to share this with all of you and how it connects to our current invoicing features to ultimately help you get paid faster. So we're excited to dive in. My name is Trilby Lawless. I'm here on the BigTime marketing team. And also joining me today are two other faces from BigTime. We have Jamie Klotz, who's our SVP of Product, joining us today. Hey, Jamie, thanks for being on the call.
Hi, everyone.
And we also have here Ben Maskow, who's one of our senior account executives and a master of demoing the BigTime platform. So he's going to be showing you all around BigTime Wallet today. Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Good. How's everyone doing today?
Awesome. So before I hand it over to Jamie and Ben to dive into everything, I wanted to give you a quick overview of our webinar today. Jamie's going to cover all the reasons behind why we decided to go with BigTime Wallet and why we find it so valuable for our customers to have within our software, and also share with you some of the results from our pilot program and what our current customers using BigTime Wallet have seen. And then Ben will go ahead into the platform and share with you how all the features look in action. And before I pass it over, just want to quick remind you all that if you have any questions throughout the presentation today, please feel free to submit those into the question box you see there. I'll be coming back at the end to ask those to both Ben and Jamie. Hopefully we'll get all of your answers to you live. And if not, we will be following up by email as always. So if you have a lot of questions, feel free to submit as many as come to mind. And lastly, this webinar is being recorded, and I will send out a recording to you all tomorrow morning. Look out for that in your inbox, and please share it with any of your colleagues who are not able to join us live today. So with that, Jamie, I'll go ahead and pass it over to you, and I'll see you guys at the end.
Perfect. Thank you. So I'm excited to be here today and talk about kind of why Wallet. So when we set out to design and develop this, we really went out with the notion of making sure that everyone who is touching and interacting with our software really had the best and easiest, most streamlined experience. So obviously we wanted to create that from the core of BigTime. And so we have that attached to our invoicing. There's a ton of flexibility. We're allowing you to be able to accept any credit card, to have the ACH payment. You can get these things quicker, and all of it is streamlined. So when we looked at it, we looked end to end and we said, what is someone doing and how do they get there? So the why really became, we know that even more so today, but at any time, people want to get paid faster. Cash flow is important. And so we already had invoicing. It made total logical sense to say, why wouldn't someone be able to pay that invoice? And so we really looked at the mechanics of that and said, we're going to offer that out to our customers because their clients are needing that opportunity. And with doing that, we came up with really some simple ways that I know Ben will walk through to show how you can really configure that to your business. You can allow for both ACH and credit card, only one or the other, but it never stops your clients from being able to also have the option of still just doing the traditional print and mail in. But we allowed that within our system, but also allowing for your clients to have easy access. People are opening that email on their phone. They're going to click that payment on their phone. They may be able to enter that right away. From end to end, we made sure it was seamless. So even when that payment comes in, a notification pops up. And if you're a QuickBooks user, we've linked that all the way through. We allow you to even map your accounts, which I know Ben will show, and it's going to flow through. Again, eliminating any steps, creating a super streamlined environment for you. And we proved that out. So we built it, we said we want to prove that, and we took that to pilot. With our pilot, we were in about a 6-week pilot program, and we had great success. So you can see here, I won't read you the quote, but while I'm talking, I definitely encourage you to read the quote. People had great things to say. And some of the most important things we learned over our pilot was that 87% of the invoices that got sent out during our pilot got paid within 24 hours. So that meant it was open and it was paid. So much so that we had some customers say, I'm going to go pull some old invoices that haven't gotten paid and use wallet payment on those as well to get those paid. We have that option, as I mentioned, to allow for ACH or credit card or both. We had some participants choose one or the other, some chose both. Also, ones that chose to offer both and see how their clients reacted, we saw that about 54% chose to pay with a credit card, 45% with ACH, and we saw that 1%, even though they were given a link and easy access that said, I want to pay by check, or I have other means that I want to deal with it. Why this is so critical right now is obviously cash is king, and we know that we want to simplify the experience, but we also know that in the environment we're all working in, that kind of no-touch transaction becomes even more imperative. The ability to not have to go into the office necessarily to pick up checks that came in, the ability to just really seamlessly work as a team and be able to see those notifications within BigTime, see it update within QuickBooks, have all of that flow naturally. All of that is taken care of through BigTime Wallet, and it really allows people to just kind of have a peace of mind. They're getting paid faster, their process is easier, and they're making it easier on their clients to interact with them, making it an overall more positive experience. So with that, I'm super excited for Ben to kind of talk through how the system works and give you a full demo of that.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. I appreciate it. And today, guys, what we're really going to focus on is that overall streamlined workflow from BigTime payments all the way through to your accounting system. And we'll just kind of look at that as an all-in-one platform. Talk about how that cash flow is going to flow, and automatically, Jamie touched on this already, but going to hit your undeposited funds accounts and your fees accounts so that you're not having to do those things manually anymore. And you're going to be able to brand this experience for your customers. So, it's going to look like a customized branded landing page for them, and, supporting clients with, data and invoices that are associated with that. And then just really improving those remote workflows, minimizing time in the office, and starting to move in that direction. So here, I'm just going to switch over to BigTime, guys. What we're looking at here is actually the BigTime home screen, as you're going to see it from a system administrator's point of view. You're going to have a quick, just high-level financial access as to what's going on with your firm, from utilization, reviews and approvals, and of course, invoices, which is where we're going to spend the bulk of our time today. I'm going to come over here into our invoicing and go to our overview screen. This is going to look familiar to some of you guys, and some of you guys, this is your first time seeing BigTime. So within BigTime, there's three main buckets that we put our invoices into. We've got our work in progress, which is the billable value of all of your unbilled time and expenses that aren't drafted onto invoices yet. Your drafted and final invoices, so invoices that have been drafted but not yet sent or paid, not yet sent to clients or paid. Then you've got our AR aging. Our aging is, of course, all those invoices that have gone out and not been paid. Since we are connected to, in this case, a QuickBooks desktop account, this is live as those journal entries come through and payments through BigTime Wallet come through. It's going to actually reflect invoices that have been sent and paid within the given financial period. Within here, I'm going to dive directly into this invoice that I drafted a little bit earlier today, sent out a payment link for. So here we have got our invoice. It is summarized by a task, filling out $500 worth of time today. Got our invoice numbers, PO numbers, which of course tie through to QuickBooks as well. And down here, just these allowing both ACH and credit cards. You can set a default here to where you can either only allow ACH or only allow credit card, depending on your firm settings, how you want to do it. As Jamie covered earlier in the demo, it was about, pretty close to 50-50 on the split for how those were paid, but that is up to you guys there. When you go to email these invoices out of BigTime, you can actually select whether you want these to go to, the primary contact, other contacts. Just email a copy to yourself. Just include that there. You'll have be able to customize these invoice subject lines and messages by both an overall template for the firm, and then here you can adjust the messaging specifically for this person. Selecting how you want these PDF, if you want a PDF included, if you don't want a PDF included. And then this option right here, if you want to completely remove that invoice payment link. In this case here, we'll leave that. We can send that to Ben. I come right over here to the actual message that was received for it. You can see here we have that PDF attachment, our pay invoice link. This is what is actually going to take our customers to your branded payment portal. And this portal is branded under your logo, name, colors, and is completely customizable for you guys. So here you can see that we've got our logo up here, our address and logo here. total balance due. Customer can download an additional copy of the invoice here if they'd like. It'll show you who it's from, the reply to email, the general contact phone number. You can see here that I have got both ACH and credit card that are available. You can either create a payment amount, you can make those partial payments if need be. You have got your account holder name, routing an account, and of course credit card, accept those credit cards here. Once we've completed the payment and are ready to move on and look at how this flows through to BigTime, we're gonna actually be able to come directly over here. And then we're gonna be able to see this reporting directly in BigTime for what these payment numbers are, when they've been sent. These payments are all pending, so they have not yet been deposited into our bank account. But you're gonna be able to see this in real time as these come through and refresh these here. Guys, these payments are super fast. So, the first customer, the first day that this went live last Thursday, was they both signed up, sent out an invoice, and got paid within the first 24 hours. And you're gonna be able to see that come through here in these pending payments, which you can find under invoicing and these payment terms here. When it comes to actually configuring this payment portal for you, we can actually do that directly here, bigger menu, and we're gonna come to payments. Here you can start to customize the look and feel of your payment portal, whether you wanna have that modern style we looked at, or a little bit more classic, maybe typical, closer to what folks would see out of a QuickBooks merchant window. You can have different templates for what you want your clients to see based on different firms or any settings like that. Then you can start to customize these colors as well, right? Like I want to logo, show my name and my logo, show both. For the branding, you can either match your logo directly. You can start to customize these colors within here for these button colors and things like that. Or blue, darker on the text, go for like a gray. Starts to allow you to customize that, and you can see and take a quick preview of the adjustments over here. Save those. So that's really what we can do for you guys on the look and feel and changing how your customer experience is going to be on that. Of course, the other important side of this is going to be how does that transfer through to QuickBooks? So here we can actually start to make some changes to how this is going to register through to QuickBooks, because what this is doing is this is eliminating a ton of manual labor for you guys, and you're actually able to create these journal entries, move things into undeposited funds. When they're deposited, it's going to move automatically to your bank account, and the transaction fees are automatically going to hit to that bank service charges piece there. So it really just allows you to stop spending so much time in QuickBooks processing payments, looking at all that, and spend more time running your business and actually helping those folks. In here, we can also go to our defaults for, you saw that you could allow both credit card and ACH. In this case, I only want to allow credit card by default, and then allow ACH on those specific pieces there. Save those changes, and that'll actually be applied globally on the invoice. As that's a quick overview of BigTime payments and wallet and how that's going to work. That will actually move back into the deck and go through some questions.
That was perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, it looks like we had some good questions coming in, but if you have any more while we're going over these, please submit them our way and we'll cover them. Let's see here. Okay, first up is a question asking if they don't use QuickBooks, can they still accept a payment through BigTime Wallet?
I'll answer that. Yes. So the advantage to using QuickBooks is that streamlined journal entry. You don't have to go through that. So BigTime Wallet works just like our invoicing works, no matter who you're using on the back side of that, because it's part of the invoice, you get paid, and then you can link that through.
Perfect. This next question here is from Sherry. She asked, Can clients save their payment information within the portal?
So as of today, you cannot save your payment information, but feedback from our pilot did say that that was the next step. So that is what we're working on in upcoming releases. So stay tuned, because we do have some build out of what kind of that client experience will continue to be with saving payments, and actually looking at if Sherry, you are willing to, we're looking at what other options you'd want to have once they save that payment and how you interact with your client. So feel free to reach out and learn more.
Thanks, Jamie. This next question from Dan, he asked, do I have to use this on every invoice I send? It's a good one.
Yeah.
The answer.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jamie.
No, you don't. So as Ben showed, you can set it up as a default so that you don't forget, but you can change that on each invoice. So we had people during pilot say, I only offer ACH, but there are a handful of customers that I do allow to use a credit card. They can just go in and default to ACH and then add credit cards for those. Or if you want to default to always having it on to give an option, that's possible too. So we created the defaults, but on each invoice you can modify those as well.
Perfect. Jamie, this one might be good for you too. Allison asked, how does BigTime Wallet differ from QuickBooks Direct Payment option?
So I would say that they're very similar. The thing that we're going after here is, again, the streamlined access through one system. Instead of having to go back and forth and do some dual entry, it's all in one place. You can also, some great things within doing it directly in BigTime. Let's say I send you an invoice, you get that link, I realize, oh my gosh, I forgot to add this. I go into my invoice in BigTime, add that amount, that link is still valid. So it doesn't change that link. So it will update that amount and flow through BigTime. So what we're really trying to do is take out some steps, and it is our core goal to interact with our customers and their clients. So we're constantly looking at things. So as I just kind of brought up, we're looking at what we can do next with the Save Payments and other ways that our customers would want to interact with their clients. And so that will continue to expand, and we'll continue to have that great interaction.
Perfect. Ben, I'll let you take this next question here from Brandy. She asked, what is the application like to be able to start using BigTime Wallet?
Yeah, Brandy, it's really quick, right? Like during our pilot process, we actually had nobody take more than 4 or 5 minutes to get that done. And then actually I just heard this anecdote today, but last Thursday was the day we actually went live with BigTime Wallet, and we had somebody go through, apply, get approved, send an invoice, and get paid all within 24 hours. So it is really very fast and streamlined.
Yeah, speed is the name of the game here, I'd say. This next question we have here from Robin. Jamie, I'll pass this one to you. She asks, if you currently record your payments through QuickBooks and sync to BigTime, are you able to have the option to still record payments in QuickBooks and also use BigTime Wallet for accepting payments?
Sure. So it doesn't change what how you use things. What we're trying to do is streamline. So we're doing the journal entries for you on when you get the wallet payment. If you get a check payment in and you want to go in and enter that differently, that's how you'd like to do that. That's fine as well. And we're letting you map the accounts too. So that's important too. We're not telling you what accounts these things have to go into. We're just making sure that it goes like a check that's going to come in, or an ACH that's going to come in through BigTime Wallet, goes into your undeposited. You have a account that you name for where you want your fees to go or where you want your banking to go. You map all that. So this is really not about breaking any process. It's about enhancing the process and streamlining it, so it just takes out one extra step for you.
Awesome. This next question we have again from Allison. She asked, can you send payment requests from sales orders or just from invoices?
I would say we'll take that offline, but it's going to be just from invoices, right? Like the sales orders don't sync over to BigTime at this time. So that's going to be just for an invoice for rendered services.
Perfect. And let's see, if anyone else has any more questions, please feel free to submit those. But otherwise, see, I think we have one more here. Peter asked, how can I sign up? It's a good question, Peter. It's a perfect one to end it on.
I was going to say, Peter, I'll follow up with you personally after this and assist you with that process. I've got a free block in my calendar, so I'll just, if you've got his email address, I'll just shoot him a quick note.
Perfect, that sounds good. And for everyone else, Ben, if you don't mind going to the last slide.
Yeah.
We'll wrap up here and let you know that if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be following up as well with that recording. So you can always respond to that email with anything else that we didn't get covered today, and we're happy to speak to you directly about how it would look for your firm. Also, if you're interested in getting a one-on-one consultation with Ben or a different member of our team about using just BigTime in general or invoicing, wallets, we're happy to do that with you and set that up. And there'll be a survey going out at once the webinar ends, and just click there if you're interested in being followed up with, and we're happy to do that. And again, as a reminder, this recording is being sent to you all, so look for that tomorrow morning. And I think that concludes our webinar today. Thank you all so much for joining us. And Ben and Jamie, thanks for taking the time to give us an overview of Wallet.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Look forward to talking to you guys more.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
Great. Thank you all. We'll talk to you soon.